I gotta have music?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how to hook up to my sound system. We will have music. Yeah, we'll
Jim was
figure it
very
out.
stressed yesterday because the only thing he knew how to do was to plug his iPhone to his stereo, but he wanted to have his iPhone. But when I said, why don't you plug your iPad to your stereo, he went, oh, my God.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it. I just
plug
don't
your
know
iPad
what.
in. Maybe you need a dongle, but plug your iPad in. If you have the dongle, you got to get the dongle.
Dongles make me angry.
They're the worst.
They're the fucking worst. They always
fucking
start
Apple.
shorting out after a while.
You know
they
who
suck.
wouldn't have had dongles?
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, of course.
Steve Jobs wouldn't have had any of this garbage.
It's horrible.
Steve Jobs wouldn't have had a pencil that you charge by sticking in the side of a fucking mechanism.
You know what Steve Jobs said? You got 5 styluses on your hand.
Yeah.
Why would your phone come with a stylus?
Yes.
Although,
And then Tim Cook comes. He's like, "What about the Apple Pencil?" Yeah, we got it.
I
Tim.
got one. I never use it.
We're gonna have a pad that charges all 3 devices: your watch, your headphones, and your phone. Oh, wait a minute, we can't do that.
Yeah,
I
but-
just dreamed it last night.
what do you mean they can't do it?
They
It's not
can't
coming out.
make it.
The Apple charger's not coming
They
out.
can't make it. They announced it, and it
2 years
never
ago.
fucking came out.
And they announced too, it's not coming.
They literally went, yeah, we can't do this.
They can. They just probably
No, they can't. It can't charge 3 things at one time.
No.
Because it will take 7 days.
And you know what? But here's the difference too. You know what? It never would have happened with Steve Jobs. Hey, Steve, we can't do this. Oh, really?
He's a tyrant.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
can't do this.
You need somebody who's a tyrant to make shit happen.
That's
and
true.
then, I mean, this is going real deep for Apple fanboy geeks.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, you'd know them if you've ever seen any of the Apple promo videos.
Yep.
Where
I
they're
have.
introducing the new products, and you hear the British guy's voice over it, and then they talk to him. That's
Yeah.
Johnny Ive.
That's it.
He is
The designer.
He is the designer. He worked hand in hand with Steve Jobs. Everything you love,
Changed
he
the
designed.
company.
He quit.
Told Steve Jobs, have vegetables. That'll fix you.
I don't think he was working with Steve at that point.
Rub dirt on your asshole.
Trust me, strawberries. Anti-angiogenesis.
You know, they're saying they want to cut the two. No. Don't do any cutting.
No
Don't do any
need.
cutting. No.
Berries will shrink it.
Do me a favor, sit in the yard and let mosquitoes bite you. They'll suck it right out of
Right.
Have a vitamin C and 2 herbs. Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Go to the hospital.
I poured emergency in this veggie juice. It should do the
you.
trick.
Steve, have you tried Lipton tea?
Yeah, Johnny Ives is
I can't
gone.
believe. You know what? And this is
And here's,
Johnny Ive showed me.
let me ask you this, Bob.
Yeah.
You know from being an Apple fanboy yourself.
Apple fan.
I can't stand him. My mouth gets dry every time he fucking appears.
The Wall Street Journal reported.
Good
I feel-
newspaper.
I feel little baby fingernails on me when I hear Edgar.
It's horrible.
I fucking hate it.
The Wall Street Journal reports
Yes.
that
Yes.
Johnny Ives left because Tim Cook doesn't care about design. Tim Cook goes, "That's ridiculous. That's not true."
Yeah, he's.
And I'm looking at that going, I don't believe Tim Cook even for 1 second.
There's video,
That's definitely true.
He's terrible.
He's
hates
sitting there
design.
going, Johnny, why don't you just paint it white and throw an apple dealy on it?
He does
Johnny,
really
just throw an
stink.
apple
There's a
dealy
video-
on the
there's a-
side.
I believe there's a video of Steve Jobs going, and he was talking about why he left Apple to begin with, and blah blah. And he said, anytime the money guy, once creative people get together and create something that's never been before,
Yeah.
money people usually follow. And he goes, once money people are involved in the company, creativity, design, art is dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
They kill it.
Yeah, you get
because they
Tim Cook.
care about the bottom line. You know how they make all their money now?
How's that?
Fucking dongles.
Dongles.
Dongles. And
Don't
now,
worry, Johnny. Just paint the dongles white and throw an apple dealy on the side.
So awful.
Thanks, Tim.
You love being that character.
I love being Tim
Do
Cook.
it. You love it.
Throw an apple dealy on the side.
That's also his Bill Gates character. Anybody with computers.
Throw a Microsoft dealy on the side.
Does Johnny Ives does he have a problem with his legs? Do you know that?
Those are his shoulders.
No,
Yeah,
no.
nice sweater.
No, man. I'm wondering. I think he has a. You've never seen Johnny Ives walking.
I don't know. I know
There's
that he
no
doesn't
video.
he doesn't like doing the public stuff.
There's no video of him walking, and I believe there's something up with his
Is
legs.
he in a wheelchair?
I don't know. I just I'm. I
Paint your
love.
wheelchair white and throw an apple dealy on the side, Johnny.
Is he rich?
I think there's something up with his legs, the way he walks.
Johnny is very rich.
Yeah,
He's made
fucking
quite a bit of
loaded.
money.
How old is he? He's like 50, 55 maybe?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But
But
that company's done nothing but lateral moves in the last since Tim Cook took over. Like they're not
It's only
creating.
52.
It's all left, right, left. Right. It's so fucking
If you
irritating.
look at Samsung, And I hate to say it because I fucking hate Samsung
We're like
phones.
Samsung, but we paint them white. We throw an Apple dealie on the side.
You can take your phone, a Samsung, and if you don't have battery, I can just put my phone on top of your phone and it will charge your phone.
What?
That's fucking nuts. Every iPhone should have that.
I can't do that with my
You
iPhone.
can't do shit with that phone.
The only reason people still have iPhones is because they don't want to be a green bubble. It was the same thing at the end of BlackBerry. The only thing that kept BlackBerry alive was BlackBerry Messenger got cool.
Is that still popular?
It's not as popular anymore. But people didn't want to leave BBM.
I heard it's coming back.
You think so?
Yeah, they went to BBC.
I think people are going to go
Now,
Yeah.
people don't want to be a green bubble. They want to be a blue bubble.
Yeah.
Eventually, the technology will become so ridiculous that you won't care anymore. And you'll go, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just be a green bubble. And there'll be enough green bubbles.
You're right.
You'll
You
go
don't want to
back.
be because a green bubble looks like a text message from Apple.
Honestly, when you get a green bubble on a group chat, you're like, okay, one of us is on welfare. You know what I mean? Like one of us is
phones will
broke.
be back. Yeah, I know Samsung fucked up the folding phone.
Yep.
But that's the next thing.
I
It'll
agree.
be a very small phone that folds out to like a regular iPhone now. Like it won't get bigger. It will just be the same type of phone that you can stick in your pocket.
You don't think it'll be like
your wallet.
what Samsung did, iPhone into tablets?
I actually think maybe before the phone, it might be computers. So instead of having a laptop, you'll just have
they got laptops. They fold already.
But
true.
But no keyboard. It will just fold out to a big monitor.
I see.
That you can,
You know, a
like
piece of glass. I hate that. Just trying to
I
type
love-
on glass is hard though.
It's
no,
an iPad.
they'll have a tactile response, so it'll feel like you're just doing a keyboard.
Oh, an extra one.
Yeah, and you everybody felt the same way about using your thumbs to type. Fuck that! I need to touch it.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
You just get.
They're working on one now, though. It's going to be a computer. You fold it up like a
Jesus.
paper plane. You go, whoosh, you throw your computer to your friend. He catches it.
I can't wait till they have the the glasses when they figure that shit out.
That's too much for me.
Really?
They tried it with Google Glass, right? And it was too early.
Well, people were getting beat up because they're on the train, and people, you filming me, motherfucker?
Right. No, I'm just watching a movie. Ow!
By the way, they have those new teeny tiny little fucking bug robots that I tweeted about.
Like the bees in Black Mirror?
Kind of, yeah. But once you can put cameras and sound on those, and once the storage is small enough, forget it. I mean, everybody is going to be
Well, the storage won't
spiable
be in the bee. The storage will be
In the
a
cloud.
receiver that'll
whatever
go
it
to
is.
the cloud.
I mean, just
yeah.
however they can
Thank you,
immediately get it up.
Sam. Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Internal
tiny,
storage?
Once you can get an
No.
SD card the size of a fucking zit,
flying
You
insect
know those
robots.
cards you pop in?
or they
Look
can
at
just
that.
throw it in the cloud.
Yeah, I know. It's
The size of that fucking thing, under a gram. And that's a primitive model, but wait, 5 years, 10 years, forget it. Be
Yeah.
the size
How
of a
many
fucking
years?
mosquito, 5 or 10, before
Yeah.
people can get them.
I know, and I love technology. We always do. Dude, 5 or 10 years.
5-10 years,
it's gonna
boom,
be sick,
watch.
dude.
Yeah, it's
fucking
true.
sick.
But then you look at iPhones from 5 or 10 years ago, and you
Same
go,
thing.
it's about the same. About the same.
We-
Not as good. The cameras
Storage-wise, though,
cameras
it's
are a little
amazing.
better.
Yeah.
They-
What are you talking about storage? iCloud. Everybody except you uses
Fuck the
iCloud.
iCloud.
Nobody is impressed by
iCloud
storage.
can eat my ass.
Sam, you can't put his photos in the air. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You're right,
his,
Bob.
His photos are like gold medallions.
You're right.
You have to keep them in a safe.
They're
Yeah.
really not that scandalous. It's what people would expect. It's a bunch of them, different sizes. There's nothing.
Yeah. Here's the problem with the
Not talking
technology.
about dumps.
They,
Bunch of logs.
they need to figure out how to make the batteries stronger and smaller.
I say C batteries.
Put a couple C's in there.
Absolutely. That's the new phone.
You know, Jim, the phone's a little heavy. Yeah, we're gonna go C
Yeah,
batteries.
4 C batteries. 24 hours of talk time.
I thought
and
they
then
were-
you have to just buy more batteries.
Buy more batteries.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought they were gonna have modular phones where you could like take like they have like Pico projectors.
Yeah.
That you can just like clip onto your phone, like take the camera out, put a Pico projector on, and then shoot a 100-inch image on the ground.
Motorola tried that. But
They
nobody,
have it.
nobody wants 150 accessories for their phone. They just want one deal.
Something like that for your wall, though, people would
So,
want.
dude, watching a fucking movie off your phone on a wall is great.
You can do it with your
is
home
the-
movies.
Is the quality good?
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's not. Look, it's not going to be like TV or
Right.
whatever. You know, whatever.
Not yet.
Oh, wait, 5-10 years?
5 or 10 years is going to
Yeah. You got little drones flying around with SD cards. You got movies
Dude.
on your wall.
do 5 or 10 years. I'm telling you. Watch Commercial Flight. You see that plane they're making? Boeing's making. It'll go to Japan in 3 hours.
Oh, my God. They
Wow.
tried that with the Concorde, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not that quick, obviously. But
It's too expensive,
Yeah.
too.
yeah, because the thing is, with the Concorde, you have to get up so high
Yeah.
that they couldn't you couldn't fly Concorde. You have to go overseas.
Yeah.
It's also because the sound barrier breaking and taking off, it was just too much.
Yeah, they said that they were worried that the sound waves would like break glass.
But they could have done it. They could have done New York to L.A. You just take off from JFK over the water and fly, and then over L.A. Over the Pacific. You should,
Oh, like if you went all the way around the country instead of across
no,
it?
over the country, but you just gain your altitude. You don't want to take off over the water. You go if you take off out of New York, you go east a little bit, gain some altitude, come back west. You might lose a few minutes each way.
No, I think because you have to go to Mach whatever once you're in the air.
But you
and
can't
when
do that when you're over land if it's
No,
high enough?
because the building. They said most people thought that you could, but they were worried that the building's glass would break.
Oh.
That's why you could only hit that Mach speed over water, which is why they could, and they only had enough gas to get to Europe or wherever they were going.
Yeah.
So it was super limited in what you could do, and then the fucking thing crashed.
Well, yeah,
And that didn't
had
help
little
anything.
hairline fractures in that Air France plane.
Yeah, that didn't help anything.
Yeah, that never helps.
But isn't it disappointing with Apple? Like, don't you just sit there and you're like, you look at this company that you would sit there, and when they would introduce new products, you get excited, like you were watching
Those
like a
lines.
show.
You
Like
would-
I'd sit there and I would watch the live streams of their corporate press conferences just to listen to Steve Jobs go, "Oh, and one more thing.
Oh.
What do you got for us, Steve?"
One
I
more
never
thing
liked
was
those
the
because
greatest thing
there's
ever.
always problems with the new product. There's always something wrong with it.
No. Yeah,
it's
but-
got to be
Come
updated.
on.
I never watched those
Buddy,
fucking dumb
listen,
speeches. I hated them. I never watched them.
I loved them. I would watch.
The
I
best.
would fucking watch them live.
I had the iMac that looked like a snow globe.
Oh my god!
with the monitor
yeah.
on top.
That
would-
was the first. Wasn't that the first one?
No, the first one was the iMac
color
with the
one,
clear.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was.
yeah.
I had a girl
I've
say
done
one
it.
Yeah.
time. A girl
Yeah.
said one time they redefined cool. She was talking about Mac. I always
Did you
remember
respect
that.
her more?
I didn't. She was. Turns out she was right.
She
but
was
at the
right.
time, I hated her for it.
Like they made technology cool.
Yeah.
They were the best. Steve Jobs was the best.
The best. He's
He
genius.
was the
I love that
fucking best.
man.
And this is the second time this happened to
I'm a
Apple.
Bill Gates guy.
The first time, this happened back, I believe, in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s,
50s.
when they. he's,
I mean-
Sam, he's kidding.
oh, I see. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
kidding. It's just-
okay. I didn't.
he's joshing you.
I didn't read it. You've known him longer
Since
than
we're
me.
talking the 80s, he's joshing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the same thing happened when they kicked Steve. When Steve was
when the guy from Pepsi kicked Steve out.
Kicked him to the curb.
they started.
That's right.
Like yesterday's tomatoes.
You had to go to
actually a good
CompUSA
point.
to get Apple.
Right.
Remember CompUSA? And they started going. Okay, they had their own laser printers. Like if you're gonna get I had a Mac Classic with a laser printer, Apple laser printer, which was weighed 700 pounds.
But and that's when they had no software for Apple. Like
No.
it sucked.
No,
he
it
was too
sucked.
territorial and he fucked himself. They because nothing worked with Apple products. It was stupid. They isolated themselves.
Yeah, but then
Bill Gates made it fucking user friendly.
Steve
and took over
Jobs
the world.
came back and redesigned everything.
Bill Gates. The design wise, Apple fell the fuck off.
Yeah.
because
Once
Steve was gone.
Steve left. The fucking company.
But didn't
sucked.
Billy G make it popular? Like where you could all these other developers and designers could kind of use Windows, and that was what gave it 80% of the world's computers.
Yes, but Steve being gone made it so that Apple was not cool. Like there was
Yeah.
no reason.
When they-
I had a Mac during that period, and it was like I just felt like such an asshole.
It sucked.
Everybody had a Windows computer, and you're sitting there with
I
your
went
Mac.
to Windows. I switched. I went to Dell.
Yeah, my dad was like, "No, we're gonna you were dude. You're getting a Dell.
Dude, I went, dude, you're getting a Dell.
That's so cool."
You knew that guy got fired for smoking weed?
Yeah,
Ew, who?
The guy from Dell.
the dude, you're getting a Dell guy.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he was like their commercial spokesman. He's just a kid who seems stoned anyway. Like he was a stoner kid.
That's his whole thing.
They
He was a
fired him for
goalie.
smoking pot.
Yeah, they were
When was this? In the 90s?
probably
Yeah.
like very early
Yeah.
2000s.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
But then and Apple put out the Newton at that time too.
I had one.
Oof.
I had to return it to Radio Shack.
A Newton?
It was the first handheld Palm device.
Yeah, it was like the beginning of the Palm Pilot, but it's,
Palm Pilot. They're coming back, I hear.
It had a phone jack in it. You could stick a phone line in the top of it.
right, like the plug-in
So
wall
you would,
phone.
I remember being at a hotel somewhere, and I was in the where you get breakfast, and I was like, "Can I use that phone line?"
Bathroom?
And I had to. I had a stick. I remember plugging the phone line into my Newton. And
Yeah.
it had handwriting recognition. It was the first device to have handwriting recognition.
but it sucked.
Oh, it sucked. It took you 3 hours to write your name.
I'm a gateway guy, though.
You like the cow
I'm
box?
going back. Yeah.
Definitely a gateway.
Are they still even a computer or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, they still. Yeah, I think, but they're more like for corporate stuff because you buy corporations buy a ton of them cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steve Jobs came back, and he
Came back with.
Did you get nervous about Steve Jobs?
No.
Did you pass gas?
No.
I thought I heard something, Jim.
No.
Jim, I
I
thought
did
I.
that.
No.
Oh, we're gonna smell it. I'll let you know in a second.
Okay, because Jim's face, it started. You could see it. Okay, you see the cheekiness starting.
I'm
you
laughing.
see it? There it is.
I'm laughing because
There
you
it
guys
is.
think something. What? So Steve Jobs what? No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You're a bad liar.
Trust me.
He talks fast when he lies. He goes like this. No, I didn't. But trust me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
Steve
came
Jobs
back
comes
and-
back.
with the was the iMac.
The iMac was the first thing
The
he came back
colored
with.
iMac.
Yeah,
Well-
and he he redesigned the hardware and the software. So now all of a sudden it was like iTunes comes out, iMovie comes out, iPhoto comes
Well,
out.
But the
iBook comes out.
iPhone was yet to arrive.
Very good, Jim.
Before the iPhone was the iPod.
That's right.
The iPod, and if you remember the story,
Tell it.
well, they
It's a bad way to say
there is a story. Steve and his other guy in charge.
Yes!
After the iPod, the big thing was Microsoft was trying to come out with a tablet. That was the next big thing.
Right.
Tablets. So Steve was at a party and somebody from Microsoft
Great
was
party.
there. And he said, he goes, yeah, we're coming out. We're going to be the first ones to come out with a tablet. We're the only ones doing it. And it pissed him off so much.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking guy pissed him off so much that he went back the next day and was like, everybody in, we're making a fucking tablet. Fuck them. They don't know how to do it. We're going to do it right. He had his whole team come in and figure out how to touch. He said the first one was like a table where you could take stuff and move it around. And then he's sitting there and he's in the room with this guy and he's looking around and everybody was on their phone. And they're making this tablet. They're in the and he's looking around and he goes, you know what? Fuck the tablet. Look around. And everybody was on their phone. He was like, we're going to make a phone. And he goes, everybody has phones. We're going to make a fucking small tablet phone. And he goes, they were like, fuck it. Make this smaller.
See,
And that's
this
why he's
is-
a tyrant, because they were like, dude, we can't even make it the size.
This is the CEO you need. You need a guy like that who will come in and insist on greatness. Now you got a guy who's walking around going, "Let's paint it white and throw an apple dongle."
But
on
that's
it."
not even the way that they. I didn't like the swipe thing. I thought it should have been more sound because the swipe's a pain. I thought it should have been like with like you do that for it to swipe up.
like
A clapper.
The
Yeah.
clapper would be attached to the
Yeah,
iPhone.
like a clapper.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think you're right about that, Jim.
I remember the oohs and ahs. I did see the first press conference when they or whatever it was when they announced the first iPhone, and when he swiped, people were like, "Oh,
Yeah,
Like
the
it
first,
really was.
the first
pretty awesome.
iPhone announcement was great because he goes, "We have 3 devices to
Oh,
tell you about
dude.
today. We have the greatest iPod you've ever seen. We have an internet communicator, and we have a phone." And he goes through, and then at the end, he's like, "And it's all
No.
one device." And everybody goes,
No. It's no. That's not what he did. It's not what he did. He went.
ow."
He did the 3 things. He said phone,
internet communicator,
internet communicator, and iPod.
Yeah.
Phone. And then he goes phone. Phone in iPod. Phone in, and he kept doing it closer and closer. And he goes phone in, and then he showed the one device, and we were like, what the fuck?
And then he goes, "And we're gonna have a camera with no flash."
He didn't announce that like
Dude,
that.
first of all,
He
I
didn't.
can't-
We got
piece
a
of
flash
shit.
later. We
Having
got a
it-
flash later.
having a camera with no flash.
It was the biggest dickhead. That's why I hated Apple because they did it on purpose. So the next version they could have a flash.
No, they didn't do that on purpose.
They did.
They did not do that.
They did. They're very. He was also.
I
very
regret to inform you,
calculating.
Bob. They did.
They would always hold back on stuff like that because they knew the upgrade would
Nope.
get you, and they worked.
No, that's not. It's not that. It's not the upgrade that would get you. I think it would be some of that. I'm not saying it's all that, but they also didn't do shit. They didn't. Samsung. The reason why the phone fucking dies and people go to Apple because when Apple got it, it was perfect.
That's what Travis
They
always
didn't-
says.
they
I
didn't
don't need
really-
it to be first. I need it to be
per-
right.
and
Now,
Apple-
where's my mother?
And then you
No, they could have put a flash on it.
no.
Yeah, but it would have been. It would. Bob is right
A
that they
camera with no flash.
they go ahead and they don't put absolutely everything on because everything is not perfected yet.
And it's digital. So what they did is that internally,
What's that? Yogurt with honey?
yes, They did it with
Sounds
you know,
like a podcast.
I'm honey. Here's the yogurt.
they did it inside because it's a digital camera. They could do it inside with the functionality. They can just
Right.
make it absorb more light, so you don't need a flash. That's what they were thinking.
But even-
and it still does that.
Even before that, when the iPod was first announced, people were sitting there looking at him, and they're like, "Look, MP3 players already exist.
Yep.
You know,
I love a good MP3 player, by the way. That's what I have just a separate MP3 player.
you like that?
love it.
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
This is
he's
good.
like
You have a phone.
he's like Baby Driver. Jim is.
That's right. I gotta put my headphones on. I'm such an interesting character.
Yeah.
He's got tinnitus, and it
Tinnitus.
makes him super interesting.
Oh yeah.
So
Just
Jim
not
didn't like
caring
Baby
and
Driver.
driving.
He didn't
pile
like-
of shit.
he didn't
You
like
don't
Baby
have,
Driver.
You don't have tomorrowness.
I wanted to hold back, but he's good.
No, but the iPod comes out, and like MP3 players already exist, but they either have low storage or they're gigantic or whatever, or the operating system is terrible.
Yeah.
And like Steve Jobs announces this thing,
Yeah.
and everybody thinks he's an idiot. He goes like it's $500 or however much it was originally, so it's super expensive.
Yep.
And who needs an MP3 player? We all got our CD players. And then, but he was onto something because he realized this is what I don't care what anybody's. This is what people are gonna want.
Yes.
And there was a period of time, this is when I was in college, like in the early 2000s, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing white earbuds. White earbuds
My
were
God.
absolutely everywhere.
And great earbuds.
Yeah, and they
They
were
were
good.
fucking
That's
great.
why.
The first iPod ones?
Yeah.
I hated them.
You
No, 'cause
hate everything that comes out first. It takes.
No,
I
because they
swear to
wouldn't
God.
sit in my ears properly.
Until
They
somebody
hurt my
famous
ears.
goes,
You have
"These-"
delicate ears.
Until somebody famous goes, these are the best ear. I love these. Oh, maybe I like them too.
No, they didn't fit in my ears properly.
What if-
I did a hard
You think,
plastic.
if, you think if Ozzy had liked him, he would have been like, "Oh, this-
Jim, I love these headphones.
If Ozzy liked them, I would have ate them. But no, I didn't. I didn't like how they fit me. I wanted to like them so bad because I always had to buy separate fucking headphones.
First of all,
I hated those
Jim,
hard plastic
you can't fault the company for not making a headphone that fits your lumpy loads.
No, but they could have made a couple different sizes. One size fits all.
eventually
Doesn't work.
eventually they did put the rubber adapters.
Fucking assholes.
They
One
did,
size.
They came out with 3 rubber adapters.
I like the new ones.
I actually have in my house.
Yeah,
I
Bob,
found
go.
it the other day. A first generation iPod
I have one of those
that
too.
says "Tough Crowd Colin Quinn" on the back.
Like it's engraved?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they gave it out, and Colin was like, "You want this?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And
Yeah.
I still have it.
That's awesome.
It's crazy, but the actual charging cable they don't make anymore. I have to find it on eBay or something.
Yeah, it's like the real like firewire.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's huge.
Yeah, it's
I had
huge.
the same problem because I have the second generation one. It's actually in the office, and that FireWire cable, you
Yeah.
can't find it anywhere. And I
No.
wanted to get songs off of that iPod.
Flea market.
That yeah.
Can't
Gotta
you do
go
it
to Flea
online? There's nowhere on eBay.
You can go on eBay and find it.
I mean,
yeah.
this was like 5 years ago. Now it's just sitting in my desk drawer here.
Yeah.
Go get your songs.
It holds a charge for like 2 minutes.
Oh,
But it is crazy that we're getting to the point now where people are looking at old like classic iPods the way we were looking at like CD players. Like you look at an iPod now and you're like, oh, that's so cool and retro.
It's funny too because they were the ones. Everything you got up until then had removable batteries.
Yeah.
Like phones, you just take a battery out, put a new one in.
and people were like, hey, Steve, is this going to have a removable battery? And he was like, fuck that.
No, you're gonna get a new one because they're gonna make a new one next year, and you're gonna go, "What the fuck?"
And he goes like this. Couldn't you just make a removable battery? And he goes, yeah, but fuck that.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because he didn't want to put seams on it.
Yeah, fuck seams.
He didn't want seams. He wanted it to be smooth.
Yeah, I don't want seams.
And that's what Johnny Ives needed. He needed a guy going like, fuck seams, right? Yeah, fuck seams.
Fuck seams.
Instead of like, oh, let's
Yeah.
put an Apple dealie on the
Has
side.
Johnny,
Like, you know.
Let's
has
get him
Johnny
out.
Ives said why he's leaving or no?
He
Has
didn't
he
know.
said?
He didn't say, but Wall Street Journal is right. It's because Tim Cook doesn't care
Tim
about design.
Cook, let me tell you something. Tim Cook sucks.
Sucks.
He does suck.
Everybody, listen.
He's pretty
there's-
good for stock though.
There's a Asian
For
kid
now.
that does apple bites. You ever see that?
I don't think so.
For years.
Apple bites. So unnecessary.
I hate it.
You just can't get a thought out.
He does this thing called apple bites. He's done it for years. I think
Yeah.
it's on CNET, and I loved it because he would always have the information and he'd lead up to stuff, and he was fucking great. And he loves Apple. His reviews, he hates Apple now.
He does, right?
He hates it,
Dude, it's so
He
tough.
gives bad reviews to Apple all the time.
I was so close. I was going. This is the new. I think it's the new iPhone. I don't know.
How do you know? Could be 6.
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no clue. Or is it the 10 or the 10X or the 10R or the 10? Like after I buy it, I have no idea which iPhone this is. I don't have a clue. It used to be like, of course you would know. Your identity as a human being was attached to it.
Remember going to an Apple store and it was like meeting aliens? They were so smart.
Dude, I went to an Apple store, right? When I was building my studio in my house, I went to an Apple store because I had to get a new computer to run everything, right? And I have a mixer that I was going to run into the computer.
Right.
And except, of course, Tim Cook was like, "You're going to need a dongle for that." And I was like, "Then I'll go get a dongle." And I go. This is when I knew
They did it on purpose, by the way. They change the fucking
course
size
they
just
do.
to fuck you and make you buy adapters. It's really.
But I go,
irritating.
okay, I'll go buy a whole bunch of dongles, like all kinds of, just so I have them.
Yeah.
And I knew Apple was finished. When I go to the Apple store, I go to the dongle section, and I pick up a dongle, and I go to the sales guy, and I go, "Hey, I've got a pretty significant mixer that I'm going to be plugging into the computer. It's a USB mixer. Will this dongle be able to handle that kind of power?" And he takes the box and he goes, "Well," and he starts reading the back of the box.
Yeah, you're done.
And I go,
That's Best Buy.
"Yeah, thanks.
That's Best
Thanks,
Buy.
Geek Squad."
Yeah.
By the way, they're
That-
now.
like,
the
You have no idea what
iPhones-
you're selling.
Yeah, that's Radio Shack.
The
That's
new
it, that's
iPhones
Radio
are going to
Shack.
be a brand new camera. Like, can they stop with the fucking camera?
I thought you liked the camera with the flash.
I love it, but that's all they do. That's their idea of a big update is fixing
They
the camera a little bit.
fucking stink.
And for the first time, when I was going to get this iPhone, I was so close to actually getting the Galaxy 3.
I
I
almost
was
got.
so close, and I looked at it, and I was like, it's not yet.
Who wants to
I
switch
almost-
operating systems to the? That's the problem. Is you
Yeah.
don't want to give everything, and
I
none of
almo-
them are compatible.
I'm really close.
I almost went to the 10, the new with the Note, the big one.
yeah.
I almost went to that this year. I was this close.
Me too.
Going to Verizon, getting the whole new phone. I mean, they give you 2 phones, and just the functionality of a Samsung and all the shit it can do.
Are they good?
The shit they can do is amazing, but then you hear like, okay, everybody who's ever went from Apple always comes back.
Yeah. Travis is always in there going like, well, the operating system, the updates aren't universal. So if the system updates, it might not update for your phone. And I'm like, oh, there's already complications. Travis, you're in my head. I'll get the goddamn iPhone. Travis does a better job than Tim Cook, quite frankly.
By the way, I've been bashing Tim Cook since the week.
No, you were
after
right
he
the
took
first
over.
time.
You're right.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook.
That's it. Yeah.
He stinks. He's terrible. And people got mad. Well, you bashing. He sucks. The guy sucks.
What if I
can't-
put an Apple dealie on the side?
You can't even come out with a case that you can put your iPods in that charges your iPods. Like, come out with a fucking battery case that you can just stick your iPods in, and
What
you'll
do you mean your
always-
iPods?
Your iPods or
I mean your AirPods, your headphones, the new wireless.
The
AirPods.
case doesn't charge the thing?
Yeah.
They
does.
do, but I don't want to carry that 2 things. I want to be able to plug my headphones in my case. So the case.
Oh, so
is
you
the
want a case
charger.
for the phone that
That's-
you can put your headphones
They're
in.
always with me.
You know, I'm going to tell you something, Bob Kelly. That's very reasonable.
You got to carry this little joker around with you. You got to carry this little joker around. You just.
I'm surprised Mophie hasn't come out with something like that.
Yeah,
They
that's-
probably do, but the fact that
Isn't that
Apple,
very reasonable?
The fact that Apple hasn't done it, the fact that Apple hasn't come out with a new
Johnny Ives
keyboard,
probably thought of
a
it.
fucking keyboard, a better keyboard and case for the iPad Pro. Now I gotta say something. Let me back up.
Back up.
The iPad Pro that they just came out with
Mm-hmm.
is the fucking greatest device I've ever owned from Apple.
Because it's big.
No,
Oh.
it's so powerful. It does so much shit, and I mean, I can hook my GH5 camera right into it
Mm-hmm.
and just send shit to it.
There's the Pro's the one that has the pen, right?
That's it, right
I think
there.
I don't know if I have one. I
That-
got a new one. Yeah.
that
You
is
have
fucking
that.
great.
I do?
Well, you're able to hook up your
don't-
camera to it because you got the right dongle.
I don't take. Well, no, it goes USB-C to USB-C, so it goes right into the bottom, right into my camera. I
Oh,
have a
I see.
GH5S.
What's that?
That's a high-end, video. It's a, like you can shoot a movie with it.
Oh, okay.
But this fucking iPad is the shit. I don't even take my
Do you edit
my
movies
MacBook
on
Pro.
it?
Dude, they have an app called LumaFusion that it's the most incredible fucking app If you're doing YouTube content and you don't use LumaFusion, you're out of your fucking mind.
By the way, I brought my iPad instead of my
LumaFusion-
computer, and I tried to use like Microsoft Word fucking Final Draft,
Yeah.
and it stunk. It wasn't compatible. I was so irritated trying to do stuff on my iPad that I was doing on my laptop.
I think there may be a high probability of operator error.
no, it was just not compatible. Jonathan,
Okay.
was the
I
same
use
with-
I use my
No,
I
it
use
wasn't.
my I use my Final Draft on my iPad all the time.
Maybe operator error.
There's
Yeah.
all the time I use it. I don't even take my laptop, my MacBook Pro with me anymore. I leave it at the house.
What's LumaFusion?
You just wanted to say
This-
it like that.
this fucking-
He just that looks amazing.
Listen to me, man.
By the
You
way,
can
I
fucking-
saw Bob. Sam wrote it down.
This is fucking,
You know my notebook is
Yep.
very important to me.
Yep.
Can you do this on a laptop too, or is it only on an
No,
iPad?
this LumaFusion is the easiest. It's
Is it
fucking-
pronounced?
Luma?
LumaFusion.
Okay, LumaFusion.
And they just came out with an update that's fucking. I believe it's 6 rows of video, 6 rows of audio. I mean, green screen stuff you can do. They have every fucking thing, and it's connected to all your videos on your iPad. So you take the videos on your phone or wherever you get them, and you can you just airdrop them to your iPad, and they're
Sure.
right fucking there. This thing is the best. I mean, fuck everything else. I was learning all the high end editing stuff. What is it? Premiere.
Yeah.
Adobe Premiere,
I got
Final
this
Cut
thing.
Pro.
This thing blows it away.
But don't you hate when you're trying? I hate when I'm trying to edit something with a fucking swipe on a glass when you're. It's very hard to.
use the pencil.
Oh, for that
I use the pencil.
Oh,
I told
okay.
you you'd need a pencil.
Yeah, and a dongle.
Yeah. I
right,
put a
I'll
little
get
apple
that.
dealie on the side of the pencil. You know it's
For the
ours.
YouTube, I'll grab LumaFusion if you love
It's
it.
Luma.
Okay.
And not Luma, and you can have it
By
on
the
your
way,
phone
he's not
too.
going to grab it. He just wanted to say the name again.
I actually will. It looks like
You-
it's pretty
you can
good.
have
I'm
it-
gonna-
I think. Do you understand the amount of problems you're going to have with it?
I'll do it.
And
I'll
I don't
zip
think
right
it's,
in there.
I don't
Bing.
think it's the app.
How much is it?
I'm gonna download it. Huh?
$30. Ah, piece
Oh
of cake.
my God, that's a steal at any price.
But what's great about it too, inside the app they have sound effects, but they also have royalty-free music.
Get out of town.
So, but it was $60 for the year or something like that for this function, or $50. It's fucking unbelievable.
Do you edit your like shed shows on it?
on this?
No.
I edit everything I do on this now.
Why are you saying no like you
GTFO.
can't believe it? Like it's the new
GTFO.
Star Wars.
No.
I do everything on it.
Bob in a shed talking to
You
somebody.
you do the whole shed show on
Edit
it.
it on an Etch-a-Sketch.
I use. I use.
Such
I
little
use,
technology.
Yeah, exactly.
on it.
Bob's sitting next to a rake talking to a friend.
We got Voss, you got Bob, you got a rake.
I just put the Colin Quinn episode out on YouTube for free.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's a great
smart.
episode. It was a day before his heart attack.
And it'll get probably gave it to him.
It was the
Your
next day.
question stressful?
The next day, he fucking was in the hospital, almost died.
I'm gonna get me some LumaFuzzin.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
so,
LumaFusion's
dude,
good.
So
You
good.
like it.
Here's
Yeah.
why it's good too. You can take like you do like if you guys are doing an interview or something, take a wide shot, and then in this you can just zoom in. You can make 4 shots out of one shot. So you zoom in, and then and you can make a close up and a close up, or a closer to.
Plus, it seems like honestly, and this is maybe very nerdy of me. It seems like it would be fun, like to do it on your iPad. Now, you must
using your hands.
You have a good time, don't
Dude,
you?
you feel
it's like
like-
Minority Report.
exactly.
Yes.
You're doing this shit.
Does it all sync up though, like the audio and the video? Are there any syncability problems?
Syncability. You
Stop
can hook.
trying to be a tech guy.
I want to know about
He's using
syncability.
buzzwords.
You can hook up a high-end microphone to it too. I have a Sennheiser, like $1,000 movie microphone.
You can hook it up to the iPad.
Hook it up to the iPad, so when you do like voiceovers,
Oh, yeah.
No.
inside stuff, it sounds fucking crazy.
I bought
wonder
a
if
little
you
one
could-
for my iPhone. I've gotten none of them so far, so maybe I need to switch up.
I
what
wonder.
did you do?
I know a little microphone you plug in. One,
Yeah.
probably one of those you recommended.
I wonder if I use a dongle, USB-C to USB, if I could plug a soundboard into the iPad.
Yes, you can.
Oh,
There's actually-
my God.
There's a thing I believe Asa, one of those companies.
LumaFusion?
You can it's a Luma. you can slide the iPad in, and it's an actual mixing board.
Stop
carry
it.
case?
Yeah.
Stop it.
So you can just slide, and it has XLRs in the back.
Stop it
I
right
swear to
now.
God, dude.
What's an XLR?
XLR is a
What's an
microphone
XLR?
cable. Right here. This is XLR.
Literally, you've
Okay.
been working with mics
That's
for how many years?
But he just started taking the train a year ago.
No, I've been zipping around on the.
You understand what I'm saying?
But how can a
He
guy?
can't- he
He's
can't-
made his. He goes to comedy club after comedy club, radio studio after radio studio. It's been 30 years of this.
That's right.
And you didn't know what an XLR cable is? Nah.
People have tried to tell me. I've been too busy.
What is the name of this thing now, Bob? I'm gonna put this in my notebook too. What is the name of this thing?
Well, there's a bunch of them. This
Dilemma
is that's
fusion.
the
Mackie.
yeah. There's a Mackie. There's an
Well, you put the iPad right into it?
You slide it right in, and you can plug mics into it, and it's a mixing board and everything. There's an app you open up. It's fucking crazy.
Stop it.
That's crazy.
That's pretty fucking. I tried to learn editing. It didn't go well.
Yeah,
No?
of course.
No, I'm just too impatient for it. I get annoyed at it.
What kind of? You mean video editing?
Yeah, for the videos I've been putting up, I'm too impatient.
Bro, you have a young boy. You don't need to learn
retainer.
anything.
Can I ask
On
you a
retainer.
question? Can I ask you a question? On
right,
your,
Troy.
you can get LumaFusion on your phone.
Is that how you
So-
pronounce it?
Luma. You can get
I think it's Luma.
You can get LumaFusion on your phone, and you can edit videos in it on
I
your
hate
phone.
trying to do it
Bro,
with
he
my
can't
finger,
even,
though. It doesn't work.
He can't even read
Why?
a newspaper anymore. He's got old man eyes. He's not editing movies on his phone.
I can't do it because I try to do it. It's like too far, too far. You try to drag and
He's got the
edit
big
a
font
video.
on the texts. You know what I mean?
No, I know. I'm still hanging on. If it wasn't for my bunny eyes, I'd need the big font.
I hate your bunny eyes.
Just editing your videos with your bunny eyes on.
Yes, I do. But yeah, I have pay Rob to do it.
Oh, you pay, okay, yeah. Okay.
But I still want to learn to do it myself. It's good to do.
You got a young boy on retainer, bro.
get the one on the get LumaFusion for the iPad.
I don't think that's
All
how it's pronounced.
It's not.
It's Luma. It's
I
Luma.
use my iPad all the time. It's amazing to watch stuff on. I mean,
Can I tell you
little
something?
TV.
Yeah, please,
I think I might buy an iPad Pro over the weekend and a pencil just to do this.
dude. It is the best.
I just got all excited about it.
I bought my MacBook after I bought the iPad Pro.
Put it on the business.
I don't even fucking use the MacBook. I use just my iPad. I take it on the road.
Stop it.
The that and
I hate the keyboard though.
you need. This is what I also use too, because I make, when you want to make intros and stuff like text and stuff.
Yeah.
I use Procreate. So what you can do, this is a fucked
Oh,
up.
I like to Procreate,
Okay,
but
yeah.
another
I did it.
kind.
I did it twice.
So I don't know if you know this, but in your phone,
Left
you
it
can
in.
you can record the screen on your
Yeah,
iPad.
I know
You
that.
sure
Yeah,
you can.
yeah.
It's great for dirty fucking FaceTime chats.
Imagine the amazing porn videos you can make, though, Jim, with this kind of editing software. You take your FaceTimes, you take your texts, you can edit them all together.
if
Nice
you-
jerk-off compilation.
So when you see a video on you want to put it,
Boner
you want to
jams.
take a video off the YouTube or wherever it is and put it in one of your videos or whatever, and you got to go and download. You don't have to do that. All you have to do with this is swipe down, record your screen playing the video, and then bring it into LumaFusion, cropped it to box so it looks like it's the video.
I'm going to tell you something.
Oh,
Bob.
yeah.
I just had this. We got like a swing set and a slide and everything for the boy.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Sliding
you got to.
pond.
Westchester, I think it's mandatory
It is mandatory.
to have
Didn't you
fun
hate-
things in the backyard.
I
On a
look down
sliding
on
pond
people.
when you'd have your shorts on and your skin would go.
Like that joke.
Didn't go particularly well, but when you were a boy and you go down the sliding pond and your legs would get scraped up against the metal. It
What's a
hurt.
sliding
That's not
pond?
what your legs were getting scraped up against when you were a boy.
No, my knees were on the concrete, but a sliding pond.
What's a sliding pond?
I don't know what a sliding pond
Stop
is.
saying
either.
sliding pond like we know what it is.
You've made something.
No, I
up.
have not.
A sliding pond?
Maybe this is a Jersey thing, Bob, but they don't have sliding ponds in
Just
Westchester.
No, I'm from
Trash.
Jersey. I've never heard of this.
That's what a
Jim is
sliding
thinking of a
pond
slide.
is. No,
That's
sliding
just a
pond.
slide.
It's a
But it's
slide.
called a sliding pond.
Nobody calls it sliding pond.
That's the proper name.
No
for it.
one's ever called it.
Everyone knows what a sliding
What a
pond is.
fucking shit kid you were that you found out the proper name for a slide.
It's just a slide.
Yeah, it is the same thing, but it's sliding
Mommy,
pond.
can I ride the sliding pond?
But you guys
Why,
didn't know.
of course, Jimmy. Make sure your friends go down first. You don't want to hurt anybody on the sliding pond.
Oh, yay, sliding pond.
We would call it
but
slide.
Jimmy, check to see if it's hot with your tongue. You don't want to burn your
A
thighs.
hot sliding pond was the worst.
But you know what I did, Bob?
Stop saying sliding pond.
It was a sliding pond.
It's not a sliding
We
pond.
just looked it up.
I get the sliding pond for the house.
That's good boy.
And we show the kid for the first time. He's going nuts. He's climbing everything. And I'm taking all these videos with my iPhone. And I thought it'd be fun. Send to the parents. I took all the videos, dumped them to my computer, then dumped them all in Final Cut, then started editing. Then I had to go to a website, find royalty-free music so I could add a bed in.
Yeah.
Then I added a bed in. Then I exported to like Vimeo or something like that, private link, send it along. I could have done all that
Yeah.
with LumaFusion,
LumaFusion. Here's the thing: is when you open up your
right?
videos
Asshole.
in there, because it's in the cloud, it's already in your iPad.
Of course it is.
Okay, now Vimeo is already in LumaFusion.
I don't think it's pronounced that way, but okay.
So you go when you're
Vimeo.
when you're exporting, Vimeo is in
Vimeo.
Vimeo is in LumaFusion. So you just go, hey, want to put this on whatever you want to do it on. There's like 30 choices.
You could
How much-
YouTube it.
YouTube, Google Drive it, wherever the fuck you want to
I
put it.
hate Google Drive.
I love Google Drive.
Well, of course you hate Google. You
Why
hate. What do you not hate?
Why would you not like Google Drive?
I don't like it.
It's
Why?
free.
Because when I try to open something on my iPhone from Google Drive, it never plays. Whenever I'm opening video, it never
Jim,
plays.
you need to hate yourself. It's operator error every
No.
time.
No, you hit the button play, and that little light white circle with the line through it comes. It won't play.
Because you fucked up.
Yeah, because you fucked up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a distinct possibility.
Possible.
Yeah,
I love
Google- I
AirDrop
love
though. I
Google.
can't stop AirDropping.
Airdrops are
I never
terrific.
used it. I just started using
AirDrop's
it
the
a
best.
month ago.
Wait till you find out how great iCloud is.
Do you know how old airdropping is? Like that was on
It's
one
so
of the
old.
first.
Since World War One.
It was called bumping.
Oh my god.
Remember you had to bump your phone? It had
Yeah.
it had like
There's a
infrared.
separate app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Palms had where you would shoot the.
Yep.
I could shoot the number to you.
I airdrop so much, man. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. You ever just be on the train and open up your airdrop and see who's open?
I did
I was
that
just-
recently. It's
and
fun.
just send it, like take a picture of you going like this and send it to them, and then look at them.
Dude, I was sitting there in the office.
It's fucking crazy. They laugh every time. By the
Do
way.
they?
Oh yeah, they can't because they're looking on their phone and they're like, okay, and then they look up and you're just going.
I was airdropping gifts to like the intern and to Handsome Rob in the office yesterday, just unannounced.
Yeah.
And like giggling to myself about it.
Yeah.
And then they would just look at me like, what are you doing? This is stupid.
Remember the time you requested $20 from me?
I do.
I didn't know you could request money. You can just hit on your iPhone in a text. You can just hit request money. So I can just request $100.
yes,
from
I
you.
know. I've gotten those requests
From who?
from you.
You know who's the only person that's ever accepted the request and sent me money?
Yeah.
Hot Dog.
Really?
Yeah. My guy, my young boy. He was like, okay, and then he thought he was gonna get me back. This was my favorite part. He was like, okay, like I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna send him a request, but he didn't send me a request. He just sent me more money, and I accepted it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
You can
did.
send a Starbucks gift card too, right in the text message.
Now, how do you airdrop just from your phone? I always have to.
We have to open the image or video,
Yeah, what do you
and
wanna
there's a
Oh,
send
right,
thing.
to airdrop.
Yeah, so
yes,
like you
correct.
open it up and then send it. Yeah, like
Okay.
I could do that.
Yeah, I leave my airdrop open for whoever, just in case something fun comes through.
Okay, that makes
You know,
mine-
why not?
I
Fuck
think
it.
mine's open. I don't know.
Fuck it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I don't think yours is open.
Probably not. There's probably some kind of operator error.
Yeah, no, there he is, right there.
It is open,
I
right?
just sent you something.
Just like that?
Yeah,
Dude, that's so awesome.
You like that?
Yes.
you love that?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
cool.
I'm telling you. You love airdrop. One day, it's going to happen.
Oh.
You're going to start using the cloud, and you're going to go, oh, my God, how much better is this?
After
how much
Mobile
easier?
Me, the cloud can suck my cock.
Mobile Me was 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yep, I know.
Mobile Me.
Mobile Me. How long ago was Mobile Me? Troy, can you look up
The
Mobile Me?
fuck is Mobile Me?
That was their Apple's original. It was from.
And it would eat up fucking. I would lose a month of information. It stunk.
It came out in like 2000.
Oh, I'm gonna decline that.
Did you see it?
I just declined it.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
I thought you want to see this.
No, I'll decline it.
Oh, you don't like it?
Hold on. Airdrops are fun.
Okay, all right. Now you guys are just.
Dude,
playing
I love
airdrops. You gave up
airdropping.
on the radio show to
No,
airdrop.
I'm telling you about how I'm gonna airdrop to Bob.
People would like some airdropped content being delivered for the money they're paying for these subscriptions.
It's not going.
He keeps declining. You have to accept mine. I got
It's
yours.
a lot of operator error.
I'm declining Bob's airdrop. All right.
By the way, we do want to, speaking of all this technology and
Yes.
everything, I think Jim and I would like to let everybody know.
Yeah.
We went on the air yesterday and did a whole thing about the YouTube channel and everything that's going on. 24 hours later, we do have an announcement. We're going right back to the way things used to be. The full videos are going back to
Yep.
the YouTube channel.
Why?
We made a big stink about it, and we were right.
And then had a nice, reasonable discussion
Yes.
with people afterwards.
Yes, it's very nice to have people in certain levels of management here that are listening and able to comprehend what is being said. You know
and
what I mean?
it was, and the conversation was pleasant, and it was like, well, this is the reason, and the person said, all right, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
It was like they heard it and they listened, and it was great.
Our version of this will work out best for not only us but for the company as well. So as of now, Handsome Rob is editing.
We're just not allowed to use profanity anymore on the air.
Well, we won't. We don't want
That's
to.
right.
Why?
We want to
We're
clean
just-
it up. We want
yeah.
to be more brand friendly.
We're going for
Here?
terrestrial
Yeah.
energy.
On this show.
Yeah, we want to attract new sponsors,
I
and
thi-
also
I
Jim
think
and I
that-
are a little more woke than we used to be.
That's right.
I think that's a fancy idea.
Thank you
That's
very
right.
much.
No more profanity on the air.
You know what? I'm sick of it too. I don't want to swear anymore either.
Yeah.
I think
Because it's like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
whoa.
well, that's
Jesus,
dump it,
shit,
Travis. Dump.
Shit.
Yeah.
Keep
the hell's
dumping.
wrong with
yeah.
you?
Yeah.
It's almost when you don't do it for a couple minutes. It's shocking. That
Yeah.
shocked me.
Well, that's what I want. We like to set the boundaries so that eventually we can push
That's
push
right.
it forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so
I've
when you
always
do
said
say it-
I've never seen an envelope that I don't like to push.
You see this guy at a post office. It's crazy.
I said envelope. I meant stool.
But yes, we've heard all of you, and then Sirius has heard all of you. And as of right now, we're going back to the way things were before. We're going to upload full segments to the YouTube channel.
Right.
You know what? Travis, let Rob know. I think that we don't need to do the whole hour and 15 minutes, but I think Tech Talk, all the Apple Talk we just did, fuck it. Let's put it on video. Let's put it on the channel.
Hey, how about this? You break it up. You zip it into a thing. You edit. Do it on the on.
Yeah, should Rob start using Lamafusion?
Lamafushan.
It's not French or German. It's actually Luma.
Lamafushan.
No, it's not Luma Fusion.
Lamafison.
It's Luma Fusion.
Wait, Jim, how did you say?
Lamafison.
I think that's right.
It is Lamafison.
Luma Fusion.
I think if you look
Lamafusion.
Dude, that company owes us a lot of money for all the
Luma
various
Fusion.
plugs.
You know what? And they're coming out with another update that's going to be crazy.
What's
too.
it gonna do?
It's going to do a bunch more shit.
You can download Happy Birthday.
What's down?
Dumb.
It tells you right there. Scroll down.
Ooh, professional.
Scroll down. Look at this. 6 video tracks and audio tracks.
Yeah, you already said that.
What's that mean for one for phone? Oh, I see. Okay. So what do you mean 6 tracks? Is that like 6 windows open at the same time?
It has-
No, what? 6 tracks. When you edit, there's multiple tracks. Each camera angle would be a track, and you lay them on top of each other. Whatever's the top track is the one that you're seeing, but that's how you edit through.
What?
What do you mean, like trains?
No, not train tracks.
I don't get it.
How do you lay them on top of each other? It's all on a screen.
Thank you, Travis.
We gotta
you
take a
can
break.
you can actually use an external monitor with this now too. You can shoot.
I don't need
so if
somebody
you have a
looking over
bigger
my
monitor-
shoulder.
Stop it.
Swear to God.
Stop it.
So I'm not going to stop. I'm going to
Oh
keep going.
my God! Did you hear
Can't
what
stop,
Jim
won't
just
stop.
said?
What did he say?
He said, "I don't need somebody looking over my shoulder," because he took external monitor as like a person monitoring him. It's got to be the stupidest thing I've heard all day.
It's a little joke.
My eye is twitching.
It's
How
so.
stupid he is.
You think it's cute, Travis?
That was cute. It was a
Cute little joke.
Yeah.
Troy, what did you think?
cute.
Oh my God!
You know what?
You see what I have to deal with?
Hang on,
Oh
Sam,
no,
you know what?
no, not you.
Guys,
It
I'm
wasn't bad.
I like to be a group thinker.
It was cute, right,
It
Bob?
was kind of cute.
Oh my God!
Come on.
Want more Jim and Sam? Catch up with full episodes and interviews from celebrity guests anytime on demand using the SiriusXM app.